Here at Jordan High School, where your Pleasant Grove Vikings are facing off against the Jordan Beet Diggers. Score is 28-14 in favor of the Diggers, as the kickoff that marks the beginning of the second half is off, but there is a flag, and it looks like they will re-kick, probably an offsides or something of the sort. What are you looking for as a change? What do you think Coach Wooten told his team in the locker room that needs to change this half?
I would definitely say that he wants his secondary to step up on the deep ball for against Jordan, because Jordan has completed several deep passes down the field that have been game changers for and it really changed the momentum in favor of Jordan.
I agree. That seam route has been wide open for Jordan plenty of times. It has been dropped a couple of times, but yeah, I 100% agree. That defense, that secondary really needs to step up as the kick is off again, and he topped it. As it's a little bit of a squib kick and gets up to about 35. So Pleasant Grove will start out their first drive of the second half. Did not set his feet and was pressured. So an incomplete pass for Jensen brings up second and 10 on the Jordan 45. Just under 2 minutes into our second half. Pleasant Grove offense hoping to make something happen. So two receivers to each side. And Jensen lines up in the shotgun, throws left quick, off the hands of Kawhi, a little high, but it touched his hands.
Yeah,
so
that'll make it 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and long, not what you want after 2 incomplete passes in a row. Pleasant Grove in the huddle, looking to keep this first drive alive. As the Jordan student section is making some noise, trying to disrupt whatever the offense has. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, a back at his left hip. Design quarterback roll to the left, sets his feet, throws across the field, and it's dropped by Peyton McGee, number 17. And that'll bring up 4th and 10, 45-yard line, and the punting unit will come out. 2 minutes into this second half. What was wrong with that set of downs?
Just some drops by the receivers that maybe should have been caught in. I don't know, maybe the timing's off, but unlucky way to end that first drive for Pleasant Grove.
I agree. Some drops, but also some badly placed passes as the punt sails and lands at initially about the 10-yard line, takes a great Viking bounce, and we'll be down at the 1-yard line. So 99 yards to go for the Jordan Beet Diggers. And Pleasant Grove, the defense has great field position, the exact opposite for the Jordan offense. We'll see if this defense can create something out of this. So some great opportunities here for the Vikings as they look for a stop, hoping for a turnover. That could really change the momentum here.
Yeah, that's just what Pleasant Grove needs right here, is a stop.
So number 10, the Jordan quarterback, lines up in the offset I. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Hands off to number 3, their star running back, who gains about 8 yards up to the Jordan 9. So a 2nd and short. Not what you want on first down, but at least it wasn't a first down.
Yeah, and it looks like Jordan's number 3 running back is a little slow getting up.
So their star, it's safe to assume for me that is their number 1 offense production.
Yeah.
And it's obviously never good when either team either player of either team gets injured. He is slow to walk off the field, talking with the trainers as he walks. All eyes towards him. The Jordan offense in the huddle. Pleasant Grove defense lined up. As this Jordan offense will send two receivers to the right side of the field and one to the left. Number 4, the running back, on the left hip of the number 10 Jordan quarterback, as he cuts back, breaks a couple tackles, makes a couple guys miss, and is brought down at about the 9-yard line of Jordan. Brings up a 3rd and short. So 9 minutes remain, and it is 3rd and 4 for this Beet Digger offense on their own. Looks to be the official placement is the 7-yard line. A stop would be crucial for this defense here.
And and a stop would also game. They'd have a much shorter field.
Very true. Jordan's quarterback rolls right, pump fakes, and then scrambles for an easy 1st down. Not a good pickup by the Viking defense, as the chains will move, and that will be another Beet Digger 1st down.
It's definitely been a very characteristic Jordan Pleasant Grove game so far, with lots of scoring and lots of big offensive plays.
I agree. 2 years ago when we were here, it was a similar thing. Jordan went up quite as the quarterback throws a slant route that is caught for a gain of about 8 yards. Once again, we've got kind of a hard angle. We're doing our best. That will move the chains for a 2nd down. Or sorry, that was a 1st down. 1st and 10 for Jordan. They've got 2 receivers to their left, 1 to his right.
Number 3 has returned to the game and is now in the backfield with the quarterback.
Always a good sign for him as a player, but not for the Pleasant Grove defense, as he gets the handoff and is tripped up short. Celebrating Pleasant Grove defense is always a good sight to see, boosting their morale. The mental game is huge, as always, in high school football. But a loss of 1 will bring up 2nd and 11 on their own 31 for the Jordan Beet Diggers. Quarterback, number 10, with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and number 3, the running back, directly behind him. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls right, sets his feet, throws it downfield. He's got a man. Ooh, overthrew him, just out of bounds. A great play, a great read, and the Jordan receiver had the defender beat, but it was not the right throw, not the throw that needed to be made.
Very lucky for the Pleasant Grove defense.
So 3rd and 11 for this Beet Digger offense. Just under 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Jordan leads 28-14, and Pleasant Grove once again hoping for a stop on 3rd down. Motion, number 8 from right to left, 2 receivers on each side now. Jordan quarterback drops the throw, tucks and scrambles, jukes a man, is taken down. What looks to be just short, but it will be close. And the punting unit will come out, it looks like. Maybe. Yep, so 4th and 1, the punting unit will come out. And a good stop with 6:30 left on the clock for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, that's a great defensive series for Pleasant Grove. Very much needed.
We once again apologize for our blacked out camera. We're doing our best to get it back on as the punt sails, bounces once, and goes out of bounds around the, I want to say the 30, but I can't really tell from this angle. So we will wait for the official call on the ball placement. 23-yard line of Pleasant Grove. So they've got 67 yards to go to try to bring this game back within one possession and hopefully give themselves a shot to win this game. Jensen will line up in the shotgun. Sorry, he's under center. One receiver to his left, and he hands it off to Taikaway, who pounds up the middle for a short gain. Late flag flies. I did not see what that flag was. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't catch what that was.
So we will await the official call. Neither team is moving in either direction, so we'll assume that they don't know what the call is either. So, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. That is a 15-yard penalty. And that will be a Pleasant Grove first down, 6 minutes left. That will move the chains up to 46-yard line. So a good happening for Pleasant Grove as Jensen lines up under the center once again. Taikaway right behind him. And he hands off to someone for a short gain, bringing up second down. Clock is winding, just under 5:40 left in our third quarter. So a gain of 3, ball is placed on the 49-yard line. Sorry, gain of 5, the other 49-yard line. So 2nd and 5 for the Vikings. Jensen lines up under center. Kawhi directly behind him, one receiver on each side. Hands it off to Kawhi, who runs to the left side, makes 2 men miss. Running downfield, takes 2 men to bring him down. 15-yard gain for Ty Kawhi into enemy territory, and another Viking first down.
It's good to see Pleasant Grove pounding the ball effectively this drive.
Yeah, Ty Kawhi is just a powerhouse, and it's great to see Pleasant Grove using that ability to their advantage. So ball on the Jordan 38, 1st and 10. Clock winds to under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Jensen under center. Once again, hands it off. This time, it looks to be to Riley Bayless. I didn't quite see the number on that. Nope, it was to Taikaway again. So a nice couple yards once again for the Vikings. So 7-yard gain, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
And he's just out muscling this Jordan defense right now. So once again, Jensen under center, hands it off again to Kawhi, who looks like he gained a couple yards. It will be close to the first down, and it will be a first down. Chains will move.
What Pleasant Grove has done on this drive so far is they've established power through the offensive line over the Jordan defensive line, which can also set up an effective passing game, and
it can create a lot of opportunities for an offense. So a pitch this time to Kawhi, who's grabbed by the shoulder pad but keeps fighting and gains about 5 yards on the play. Let's see, have you been watching? Has your brother been playing at all tonight?
I have not seen if he's came out yet, but he is. 2 weeks ago, he hurt his Achilles, but the first week he got tons of minutes, so that was good. But
yeah, that's great to hear.
Yeah. So
what position? Remind us what position he plays again.
He plays right or left tackle typically, but he plays center sometimes too.
It's great, and he's a junior this year, so getting time as varsity is awesome. Play action pass for Jensen. He rolls out to the right and throws, and it is
complete.
Caught. It is caught by that's Riley Bayless, your cousin, for a first down. Chains will move. A great throw and catch from Jensen to Bayless for the first down. Inside the Jordan 20, 3:13 left in the third quarter. This Pleasant Grove offense looking to punch it in.
It's also good to see them positive things from this offense when they have so many key skill guys missing, like Kaino Maldonado, their fullback, and Easton Fowler, who broke his leg last week, who was their leading receiver.
As a takeaway rush goes for no gain and a late flag flies, looking to be another unsportsmanlike conduct. We don't know who initiated it, but a fiery exchange between linemen. But yeah, some key offensive players missing for Pleasant Grove. Maldonado out with a shoulder injury. And then Easton Fowler with a nasty break on his leg last week. All best wishes to them as they start their recovery process. But yeah, hoping to get Maldonado back as soon as possible. Still awaiting the call on the flag. So yes, it is another unsportsmanlike conduct on Jordan. So that will be half the distance to the goal, and that will be on the ball will be placed on the 9-yard line. First down, Pleasant Grove.
And I believe that is number 74 for Jordan, second unsportsmanlike conduct. So it looks like he will leave the game.
Wow. Great catch there. That is his second. So you are required to leave the game after 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. So he will be missing the latter part of this third quarter and the entire fourth quarter.
That'll be big for this Jordan defense.
He is literally, he is a big boy. He is. He looked really tall as he was walking off. So Pleasant Grove lining up. Jensen in the shotgun. Kawhi on his right hip. 2 receivers to each side. Motion by Peyton McGee. Jensen designed rollout to his right. Fires to number 13, who catches it and is hit at the 3-yard line. Goes down. Second and goal for the Vikings on the 1 or 2-yard line. Looking to punch it in here. Shorten this lead. Divide it in half, hopefully.
Yeah, make it a 1-score game.
And a slow yet methodical drive for this offense. Punch, punch, punch with Ty Kawhi right up the middle. That kid is a powerhouse. Jensen under center, looking for the snap, hands it off to Kawhi. He punches it in. Riley Bayless, sorry, my bad. The cousin of our very own Colton and Parker Bayless, punching it in for the touchdown. Pleasant Grove, the word is on my tongue. But 6 points on the board for the Vikings. They're now down 8 points. PAT pending. 2:05 left in the third quarter. Hopefully making this a 1-possession game. PAT. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up right through the middle of the uprights. 7-point game. Your Vikings trail the Jordan Beet Diggers with 2 minutes left in this third quarter. And with the momentum on their side, a very long drive for the Vikings. What did you like? What did you like from that drive?
I just loved the way they were able to pound the ball and continue to move the chains and establish a powerful run game with Ty Kawhi, who's just having a heck of a game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love to see Ty running the ball like that. Just with this ferocity. I don't know how to say that word, but I hope you all understand what I'm trying to say. He's just ferocious out there. So Pleasant Grove set to kick off. Number 3 and number 4, the 2 starting running backs for Jordan, are set to receive. Awaiting the signal from the referees. Whistle blows, signaling the kicker is set to kick off. Kick is up, and it's a good one, but returnable. Nope, touched back. So the Jordan Beet Diggers will start their drive on the 20-yard line, up by 7. And we'll see what this defense for Pleasant Grove can hopefully put up some stops. What do you think would be the key to a Pleasant Grove stop here. What do you think Jordan's gonna run?
I feel that if Pleasant Grove is able to shut down Jordan's number 3 tailback, then it will have a lot of success. Then being able to move on to defend the pass game, and it will be able to get some stops.
I agree. This quarterback for Jordan is replacing an elite quarterback in Utah history. Even though he completes a wide open pass down the seam, number 4, down, an 80-yard touchdown for the Jordan Beet Diggers to put themselves to extend this lead to 14 points. 6 points on the board for the Beet Diggers. One play, 80 yards, and a perfect pass and a a nicely run route for number 4 of Jordan. So just as we were saying that they should defend the run, they throw a 40-yard pass and a 40-yard run after the catch for a touchdown. So what went wrong with that defense? Did you see? What were you noticing?
He just escaped in between 2 zones and made a man miss, and there was no one else behind that safety to catch him.
As the extra point goes through to put the Beet Diggers up 14, I completely agree. Pleasant Grove was playing zone, and he just slipped right in between their quarterback. Read that defensive scheme, and fit it right in between those 2 defenders. And like you said, there was nothing past that safety for him to get it. As it looks like they might re-kick the PAT.
Yeah, there must have been a penalty.
So false start, 5-yard penalty. And they'll re-kick this routine kick. PAT is once again good. 35-21. 2 minutes left. Let's see. That drive was 1 play, 80 yards, in 12 seconds.
Yeah, Jordan will retake the momentum very quickly back from Pleasant Grove.
After I want to say 8 or 9 minute drive by Pleasant Grove, resulting in a hard-fought touchdown, Jordan does the same thing in 1 play and 12 seconds. So this offense is already tired from that last drive, and they're gonna have to come back here and put the same thing up. So takeaway and number 5 for Pleasant Grove back to receive the kick. And it's off. A nice kick. And it is returnable though. Looks
good coverage from the Jordan
great
kickoff
coverage.
team.
That was great. So not the best field position for Pleasant Grove in a game that is very influenced by field position. They will start on their own 15 with 85 yards to go and 14 points to score. So last drive we saw a lot of methodical running by Taekaway. Do you expect to see the same thing, or are you thinking that Coach Wooten's going to mix it up a little?
I wouldn't be surprised to see either of them, because Coach Wooten can catch you off guard sometimes, but it looks like he will start this drive off with a run.
Yes, he will. Looks to be Taekaway once again, pounding it up the middle, trying to get this offense some breathing room. So gain of only 3, it looks like, or a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9. Clock is winding, just under 1:30 left in our 3rd quarter. Jensen lines up under center, 1 receiver on each side, and he designed quarterback rollout to the right. No one's open. He's going to take it himself, runs out of bounds, and for maybe a gain of like 2 or 3 as a late flag flies right where Jensen stepped out of bounds. So we'll see if if that will play in his favorite, Pleasant Grove's favor tonight. Still waiting for the official call from the referees, as they're still discussing.
Since it was that late, I would think it would be another unsportsmanlike conduct or a personal foul.
Yeah, or a late hit, or
or a late hit.
So 2 flags actually on the play. Maybe that's what they're trying to work out, which one is which, and if they offset or not, we will see. So 1:05 left in the third quarter. So holding on the offense. And another unsportsmanlike conduct. So 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties for Jordan in the last 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Not a good thing for this Beet Digger defense.
Pleasant Grove is just getting some free yards now.
Yep. They're just, yeah, that's the defensive coordinator for Jordan cannot be happy right now. His defense was playing all right until those penalties started eating at him. So 2nd and 9 from the 19. Their own 19 for the Vikings.
Yeah, they'll come out in a spread formation.
2nd and 7. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Jensen has a back to his on his right hip. Throws a pass that is just in front of Jackson Hill, who has to dive but does not hang on. So 3rd and 7 from their own 19. They've taken 50 seconds off the clock, and they need a score. Not necessarily right now, but think about it. You got 13 minutes left in the game, and you got to put up 14 unanswered points just to tie it. So they got to do something here. Jensen in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Shotgun alone, looks in the middle, an ugly pass is incomplete. In the middle for Takeaway on a slant route, and that will bring out the punting unit with just under a minute remaining in the third quarter. So a 3 and out for the Vikings is not something that they needed today.
No. And I'll be interested to see if this Viking defense will be able to come out and make a stop, because even if the offense does have the ability to score more points to get up to Jordan's 35,
as the
that
punt
looks like
fair catch.
Yeah.
And so fair catch, a really short punt, fielded at the 50.
It's good field position for Jordan.
Very good field position. They've only got half of the field they've got to drive, whereas last time they had 80 yards to go. They did, in case you missed it, they did get that 80 yards in one play. So this time they've got 50 to go. They're up by 14. No reason to be afraid, I guess you could say. For this Jordan offense, they just got to take their time, do their thing. They're in no rush. So the referee's discussing something. I'm not sure what. I didn't see any penalties, but they are discussing something. Both teams still huddled up. Coach Wooten is on the numbers on the field, a little further out than he probably should be, trying to shout something to somebody. Some players are trying to get in on the referee's discussion, but all 5 refs are in there, or 4, I can't see, really.
And it looks like Pleasant Grove
And
will get the ball.
Pleasant Grove comes out with the football. So, did you see what happened on that punt? Because I really didn't.
Well, it looked like the referees thought he called the fair catch, but it looks like he didn't. And Pleasant Grove comes up, makes a hit, and recovers the fumble on the punt.
So 2 muffed punts are the only turnovers so far tonight. One earlier by Pleasant Grove that led to a touchdown for Jordan, and one just now from Jordan. And Pleasant Grove will gain some yards on a punt, pretty much, is what just happened there.
Yeah.
So they'll essentially get a restart of their drive on the 50-yard line. And it looks like the Jordan head coach is having a little discussion with the referees, maybe getting a better understanding of what the call was and what happened, while everyone else is lined up and waiting for him to get off the field. And a penalty is called on the head coach.
That'll be a sideline warning.
Or maybe it could be another unsportsmanlike penalty.
Yeah.
It's definitely on Jordan.
Yeah.
So another 4 unsportsmanlike penalties.
They became very undisciplined in the second half.
Their tempers are getting a hold of them, I guess. So 4 in the last 4 minutes, that's 15 yards apiece. So that's 90 yards in penalties for the Beet Diggers in the last 4 minutes. And Pleasant Grove has not really been able to do much.
No.
Scored 1 touchdown. But, so Pleasant Grove punted from their own 19-yard line, and they recovered the punt, but without doing anything else, they are now on the Jordan 35. So Jake Jensen will line up in the shotgun, Tyke away on his right hip, and 2 receivers on his left. He throws to the middle, overthrows receiver. He's looked off these last couple throws. I don't know what you've been seeing, but he's just not looking like himself to me.
Yeah, it looks like there might be something with the timing, or I'm not really sure, but he's not putting him where he usually puts him.
Yeah, maybe some miscommunication, but he is definitely not looking himself. He completed probably 6 passes in a row on the final drive of the second quarter. And he just looked great then. He's throwing beautiful passes, but now he's just missing his targets, missing his marks. And he hands it off to Kawhi, who finds a hole, running down the sideline, 10, 5. Oh, and he's pushed out at about the 3-yard line, running it out. Ty Kawhi with the 33-yard run down to the 2-yard line, puts the Vikings in scoring position before the end of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and he's just having a heck of a game. Oh my gosh.
He really is.
Definitely an impact.
Definitely a game changer for Ty Kawhi. A great run. He was able to use his great field vision to find that hole and look downfield. He's able to use that speed he's got to get down to the 2-yard line. Jake Jensen takes a handoff, hands off to Ty Kawhi again. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Kawhi rushes in for 2 yards after a 33-yard rush for the touchdown to bring the Vikings within 1 possession once again, as the Pleasant Grove Vikings will line up for the PAT. As unsportsmanlike conduct penalties are destroying this Jordan defense.
Yeah. That and Pleasant Grove pounding the ball has just been the story of this 3rd quarter.
So PAT pending. The kick is up, and it is good.
There's a flag on the field, though.
There is a flag. Good eye. Good eye. It looks like they will re-kick it, but maybe not. we're still waiting. Looks like they are going to re-kick it from 5 yards back. So it looks like it was a penalty on the offense.
Penalty is on Pleasant Grove.
A false start penalty on Pleasant Grove. We'll make it a little farther PAT. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but we'll see. And it is not. It is.
It's missed.
Wow. So wide right on the PAT. 27-35. Still a one possession game, but it is 8 points now, and that could be huge later on.
Yeah, and Pleasant Grove has had struggles with their PAT the last 2 games because in the last game against Fremont in overtime, they scored to bring it within to 1 point, and their extra point was blocked, losing the game.
So, yeah, so that was real heartbreaker. An
Yeah.
overtime game against the team you lost to in the playoffs last year, only to have your PAT of all things blocked.
Yeah, very
That's
unfortunate.
just a real heartbreaker. Pleasant Grove without a W this season.
Yeah, which is actually very shocking because
really
before
is.
the season started, they were ranked number 7 in the state, and they returned Jake Jensen, their sophomore quarterback, who had thrown for over 2,000 yards, and returned starting running back Ty Coway.
It really is. It really is just a huge surprise that Pleasant
Yeah.
Grove is not 2-0 right now. They were one of the favorites to win the state championship. They're in one of the hardest regions in high school football. As the kick is fielded at the 5-yard line, Jordan fans want a face mask, but no flags fly as he is down at the 25.
26-yard line.
But going back to the preseason talks, Pleasant Grove, yeah, they were ranked number 7 in the state. They had a lot of preseason hype, you could say,
Yeah, definitely.
but just that first game, that their offense just was not clicking.
No.
Just things were not there that should have been. So I know it might sound a little harsh, but that first game was definitely a letdown for this Pleasant Grove team. But they hopefully are looking for their first win tonight against the Jordan Beet Diggers. Looking for a comeback win as the run by the number 3 running back takes it up the left side for a couple yards. The clock winds under 10 seconds in the third quarter, and they are going to let it run out. And that will bring us to the end of our third quarter. Pleasant Grove trails the Jordan Beet Diggers 27-35. 12 minutes remain in our in this football game tonight. And yeah, that's about it. This is KPGR, PGSN's broadcast of Pleasant Grove football. I'm Josh Hanks, and this is Colton Bayless here, in case you didn't know or really wanted to know our names. But yeah, so Jordan will continue their drive. What are you planning on seeing? What are you hoping on seeing?
I'm hoping on seeing some big defensive stops by the Pleasant Grove defense this fourth quarter, because we started to see that this third quarter, but I think we could definitely see more of it because they are a very talented group. And I'm also hoping to see some big names like Tyler Trotter and Johnny Fanica, who have been quiet most of the game, to make some plays.
I agree. They need some playmakers to step up right now, create some turnovers. And yeah, just on a side note, like you mentioned, Tyler Trotter got 5 offers already. So hoping to get more as the season goes along, but hoping to have some big plays, some sacks from him maybe. As a throw from the quarterback is completed for a gain of about 10 yards on second down. And that will move the chains for a Beet Digger first down. And yep, so Jordan quarterback number 10 will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 3 to his right. Snap taken. Rolls out to his right, throws a deep pass to his right, and it's almost intercepted. Almost.
Very good defensive play by senior safety number 30, Ty Smith.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play, like you said. A great read. Just couldn't intercept it, but that's okay. He broke up the pass, got inside the quarterback's head, and that's always great to see.
Yeah.
So the Diggers will line up on their own 36, 2nd and 10. Number 10 with 1 receiver to his left and 3 to his right. He hands it off to number 3 once again for a couple yards gained. Number 3 just getting an incredible amount of touches tonight. He's probably has a lot of yards, just a lot of short gains, a lot of medium gains, some big gains, but just a lot of touches for him tonight.
Yeah, both running backs for Jordan and Pleasant Grove have both had a huge night. It's always fun to see a good offensive battle like this.
It really is. Once again, 35-25, 35-27 is our score. And quarterback is scrambling around, running left to right, looking for a man to throw to. And he escapes the pressure, throws it downfield on the run. It is, dropped by number 1, wide open. He had the touchdown, and he dropped it. An incredible play created by the Jordan quarterback, rolling to his right, escaping defenders, creating time.
Great job finding number 1 downfield.
Wow.
Very unlucky. Sometimes those catches can be the hardest, just sitting downfield.
Wow, just
looking
wow.
for the touchdown.
That's lucky break for Pleasant Grove, as that was 3rd down. That would have just destroyed this Pleasant Grove defense. That one play could have ended it, but it did not. And Pleasant Grove has a chance to get their offense going on this next drive.
Down a spear 2, deep for the return.
Punt is up, and it bounces about the 30-yard line, takes a bounce out of bounds to the Pleasant Grove 25, and that's where the offense will set up, try to tie this game up. So we've got 10:45 left in our 4th quarter. Yeah, like you said earlier, great offensive battle tonight. Love seeing these. Just some good old-fashioned, hard-pounding running by 2 stellar running backs who know what they're doing. Tough kids, finding holes. It's great to watch these backs work. So Jensen will line up in the shotgun with Kawhi to his right, trips to his right, and a single receiver to his left. Handoff to Kawhi, who finds a small hole, is tripped up for a gain of about 5 yards. To bring up a 2nd down for the Vikings.
We keep seeing the same formation out of Pleasant Grove, a tight bunch, trips to one side, and a lone receiver on the opposite side with a running back in the backfield, where they will run a read option and a screen to the right.
Yeah, we see that formation, the same formations a lot from Pleasant Grove, but that one specifically tonight, like you were saying. Yeah. Once again, the same formation handed off to Kawhi, who is stopped for no gain, and it will bring up 3rd down. Jake Jensen running over to the sideline to get the play call from Coach Wooten as the clock winds to under 10 minutes left in the game. From their own 28-yard line, it is 3rd and 11. And the Vikings have got to get something here.
Yeah, only 9 minutes and left in the game, and they definitely need a spark here.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Fakes the handoff, Jensen. Pass caught by Peyton McGee. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but
yeah, that was Ethan Casper.
Ethan Casper, my bad.
Okay.
So Ethan Casper with the catch for the 1st down on 3rd and 11. A great fake by Jensen. He also recognized the pressure, understood that he had to get that ball away quick. Saw Ethan Casper wide open in the middle of the field for the gain of about 20 yards. My bad. So on their own 47, Pleasant Grove will line up. 1st and 10, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Tyke away on his left hip, snap taken, fakes the handoff, overthrows the receiver to his right. Incomplete, 2nd down. So a nice play by Pleasant Grove, but just not the best throw by Jensen there.
Yeah. That actually looked like the same exact play twice in a row.
Yeah, it did. Now that I think about it, yeah, you're right. So Jensen now lines up under center this time. Takeaway directly behind him. Motion. He takes a snap as
There's
he's
a
falling
screen.
back with a screen pass to Takeaway, who takes the ball and runs it up. Looks like he'll move the chains. Still waiting for the official ball placement, and he will not. It will be third and very short for the Vikings inside Jordan territory. Down by 8. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Jensen will now line up with the shotgun. Kawhi on his right hip. 2 receivers on each side, a formation we've seen before. Another motion for Pleasant Grove. Ethan Casper on the motion. Jake Jensen designed quarterback rollout right. Throws on the run. Ethan Casper has it in his hands, but the ball is knocked away. Incomplete on 3rd and 3 for the Vikings. And it is 4th down with 8 minutes remaining. And what would you do in this situation? Would you punt it or would you go for it?
Well, Pleasant Grove's defense has really stepped up these past few drives, so I might punt it, but
looks like
who
Coach
knows?
Wooten agrees with you. He's going to
Yeah.
put his trust in his defense and send out the punting unit. 46 yards is really, I would say in college and NFL, that's no man's land, but in high school football, that's more punting territory.
yeah.
And a fake. The
Tyler
snap goes
Trotter.
to Tyler Trotter, who stumbles and does not get there.
Wow.
So a turnover on downs on the fake for Pleasant Grove. And
That's a
the
huge
Jordan,
stop
that
by
is a
Jordan.
huge stop. The Jordan Beet Diggers will take over on their own 46. 1st to 10, 8:14 left. And Coach Wooten, we said before the play that he was going to put his trust in his defense. And he did that more than we thought he would, because there's that risk of not getting it, and your defense has got to step up.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this Pleasant Grove defense can step up in a big way tonight. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Jordan quarterback takes it himself on the read option. He faked me out. I didn't even know where the ball was. So a gain of quite a few. 2nd down for the Diggers. So 4 yards gained, 2nd and 6. Cooper Caldwell on the tackle. Just under 8 minutes. Clock is ticking. Shotgun for the quarterback for Jordan. Hands it off to the he keeps himself once again. A couple of nice looking spin moves. And he gains a 1st down. Chains will move. So something we haven't really seen tonight is the quarterback taking the ball, and that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what is not doing good things for this defense, if that makes sense. So Jordan just running down the clock. 2 plays.
Pleasant
and so
Grove
they've
will
already
definitely
taken a
need
minute.
to stop.
Yeah. Chances are getting slimmer for the comeback win for the Vikings. Shotgun play action for the quarterback as he scrambles to find someone. And flags fly. Jordan's cheering, which is not good for the Pleasant Grove defense. Looks
I think
to be
it was a late hit.
late hit, face mask or something on the tackle. But the quarterback did not get the throw off before he went down, so. Still awaiting the official call from the referee in the white hat. He's picking up his flag. Still hasn't said anything yet. There he goes. Face mask on the defense. So that's a 15-yard penalty, I think. I'm not sure. It might be different in high school. But that will move the chains. So another first down for the Beet Diggers, just under 7 minutes remaining. Clock is ticking, chains are moving, and things are not looking good for this Pleasant Grove defense. And maybe Coach Wooten is now questioning that punt fake right now. And a timeout. Referee's pointing at something on the Pleasant Grove sideline, not sure what.
A 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
All right, so replay of first down. The shotgun snap, a handoff. Gains a couple yards, it looks like. So sorry, that was first. So that was a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so it made it 1st and 3. A 4-yard gain will now move the chains once again. So another first down on their own on the Pleasant Grove 33 for the Beet Diggers as the clock gets closer and closer to 6 minutes. Number 10 for Jordan in the shotgun position. Hands it off once again to number 3, who is stopped for no or little gain. It's hard to tell from our angle. As the clock winds to under 6 minutes. Brings up a second down for Jordan. So 2nd and 8 from their own, from the Vikings 30. This Jordan offense looking to put the game away. I think it's safe to say that a touchdown will do it.
Yeah.
So a stop would be very crucial. Even a field goal might put this game out of reach for the Vikings. A pump fake for Jordan, and they complete the wobbly pass. That was insane as the players are still fighting for the ball. It's getting feisty in there. But the Jordan player comes away with the ball, and they will get the ball. The ball will be placed on the 5-yard line. An amazing catch, a really ugly throw, and a super late flag comes out. Maybe another unsportsmanlike penalty or something. This Jordan team is feisty tonight.
Yeah, it looks like another unsportsmanlike conduct.
So a 15-yard penalty against Jordan. Once again,
that is the 5th one in the second half.
5 tonight. Holy cow.
If Pleasant Grove could just capitalize on these penalties.
A turnover would be ideal. A turnover with 6 points involved would be even more ideal.
Yeah.
We'll see what this defense can pull out, though. So Jordan's quarterback, number 10, takes a snap in the shotgun, hands up to number 3, who makes a couple defenders miss. Take it down inside the 10, about the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Beet Diggers. So 9 yards to go to put this game away for the Beet Diggers. And I think right now, if you're Pleasant Grove, you're praying for a miracle. Not necessarily a miracle, but a stop and a missed field goal. As the handoff goes to number 3 once again, he stopped for a gain of 1 on the 8 on the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remain in this game. So what do you tell us what you need if you're the Pleasant Grove defense?
Well, like you said, a turnover would be ideal, but that's highly unlikely, I think, in this situation, because Jordan will be very careful with the ball. So
exactly.
I think you just got to hope for a short gain and maybe a blocked field goal or just a missed field goal.
I 100% agree. Jordan's going to be focusing on ball
Quarterback.
security as the quarterback keeps the read option and is taken down at the 40-yard line. That was a good read, I think, but it didn't quite make it as the clock winds to 3:40. And so, yeah, you're going to want to hope for a blocked or a missed field goal
Yeah,
or a
because
mishandled snap.
if any points mount on this drive for Jordan, it will be almost
That puts it at an
impossible.
11-point game.
Yeah, to get for Pleasant Grove to come back in just 3 minutes. I mean, if they got a lucky onside kick, then there's definitely a chance, but it'd be very difficult.
So Jordan will go for this. They're lining up. The quarterback is still getting calls from the sidelines. He's got 5 on the game clock, and he's going to call timeout. So an unsure quarterback lets the clock run down and calls timeout. 3 minutes remain. If Jordan does end up going for this and getting it, that's game over. If Jordan goes for it and misses it, there's definitely still a chance for Pleasant Grove. If Jordan kicks the field goal and makes it, game over. If Jordan kicks the field goal and either misses it or something goes wrong on the field goal, there's still a chance. So you're hoping for a slip up by the Jordan offense here, who has performed very well this last drive. So let's just assume, let's not necessarily assume, but let's say that Pleasant Grove does get the ball back on their own 5-yard line. What type of game plan are you gonna lay out if you're Coach Wooten?
I would come out with some quick timed routes and passes to the outside, so if there is a catch, they can get out of bounds quickly, and then just once you're more towards the middle of the field, maybe run the ball a few times to throw Jordan off balance, and then continue to throw the ball if that doesn't work.
I agree. Pleasant Grove also does have 3 timeouts, and Jordan will be expecting the outside ball, so maybe run the seam a couple times with Dane Christiansen, try to use his speed to get down there and call a timeout or two down there.
I actually saw Dane come out of the locker room without his pads on, and
Really?
I haven't seen him this entire second half, so I don't believe he's here either.
Interesting. So maybe that hamstring is acting up again.
That'd be very unfortunate, and another big loss on this Pleasant Grove offense.
Motion for Jordan. Quarterback rolls right. He's got room to run. He runs, and he is in for the touchdown. He ran over a defensive line, a linebacker for Pleasant Grove. Just trucked him. The Pleasant Grove defender had him stopped at about the 4-yard line, but just got ran over. And that will be virtually the end of the game for Pleasant Grove, as this game is now out of reach.
That was a very athletic play by Jordan's quarterback, who's putting on quite the performance.
He really is. This 4th quarter has been all on him. First 3 quarters we saw from that running back number 3. And this quarterback has taken it into his own hands to put this Viking team away. PAT pending. Kick is up, and it is good. Score is 42-27. This is it's a 15-point game. So unless you can score 15 unanswered points in 2 minutes and 54 seconds, then this game is over. So this Viking team, this Viking defense has allowed 31 in the first game, 28 in the second game, and 42 in the third game. So maybe the defense is a point of emphasis in practice this following week.
Yeah, and Jordan is known for their offense. I actually remember a game last year when they put up, I think it was 96 points and lost. That blew my mind.
Wow, that is incredible.
I think he went in 2 overtimes, but that's still a lot of points.
That is insane, yeah.
So this Jordan offense is really good, but you still look for the Viking defense to play maybe a little better.
Right. Yeah, this Jordan offense last year, as the kickoff goes into the end zone, but there's a flag on the play.
5-yard penalty called against the Diggers.
So 5 yards against the Diggers. Looks like they will re-kick it. But yeah, this Jordan offense last year against us, it was at Pleasant Grove. They put up quite a few points, kind of beat the snot out of us, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And then a couple years ago, like I was mentioning earlier, they scored 28 to it was 28-0 at half. Pleasant Grove almost came back. Final score was 28-21. My memory serves me well.
Yeah, that's correct.
So a re-kick after 5-yard penalty on the Beet Diggers. Kick is up and fielded by Tyke Way at the 10-yard line. He runs up, straight up the middle, doesn't even really look for a hole. And, some pushing and shoving. Oh, a fight, a brawl. Flags flying everywhere. As these football players are really getting into it. This Jordan team is really firing, and it's bringing out the feisty side of this Viking team.
I believe this one is on Pleasant Grove, though.
I agree.
However, there might be some on both, but I'm not sure.
I think it was on number 15 for Pleasant Grove with the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that looks right.
Just initiating the pushing. So, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against both teams. So offsetting penalties, 6 unsportsmanlike conducts for Jordan and 1 for Pleasant Grove on the night.
All in the second half. That's 7 unsportsmanlike
All starting in the
conducts.
last 4 minutes of the third quarter until now. There's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I don't know, I don't really have much hope, but there was a 2-play. There was a nice couple drives last year against Lehigh as Jensen's pass sails incomplete. But yeah, I always remember that in these kind of situations where the game seems out of reach, I think of that Lehigh game last year where Pleasant Grove was down by 2 scores and went 80 yards in 2 plays and had a chance to tie it up, but weren't able to convert. But don't get your hopes up. This Pleasant Grove team has 2 minutes and 45 seconds to score 15. Jake Jensen in the shotgun. Riley Bayless to his left. 3 receivers to his right. Throws incomplete to Tyke Away. 3rd and 10 from their 35. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left. All right. So with less than 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it's time for us to name our player of the game. My vote goes with Tyke Away. What about you?
I would definitely say Ty Coway. He's had an impact on this Pleasant Grove offense, and definitely is the most big plays for them.
So we will award that to Tyke Away as Jake Jensen throws completed to number 13.
Daniel Nelson for
gain of about 10. Chains will move. Clock will stop temporarily. But yeah, Tyke Away just with an incredible performance tonight, rushing for 2 touchdowns, I want to say.
Yeah.
Number 13, Daniel Mills. Good for a Pleasant Grove first down.
Throw to a wide open receiver who will just run down the field. That's Jackson Hill, and he will score for this Pleasant Grove offense.
Wow. I look away for 1 second, and there's a 50-yard touchdown.
That's a huge play.
That is incredible. So 33-42, Pleasant Grove will maybe not obviously, but because you don't want to chase points now or the game's officially out of reach. But a potentially 1-possession game now. So 2:15 left for the Vikings. A timeout for Pleasant Grove. They've got 2 left. And it's a 9-point game, so a PAT would make it 1-possession game. A 2-point conversion would make it a touchdown and a PAT.
So, no matter what happens, setting this point after aside, what do you think Coach Wooten will decide to do? Do you think he'll decide to kick an onside kick or normal, or just have a normal kick down the field and trust his defense?
It's a really hard call, and these are the situations that coaches are hired for, as these game deciding, maybe not game deciding, but these really risky calls that go on. So Pleasant Grove will attempt the 2-point conversion. Jake Jensen, play action pass, rolls right, caught, he drops it. The drop by Pleasant Grove officially puts this game out of reach. He had it in his hands, he was wide open. That is a heartbreaker once again for Pleasant Grove. Wow. That's all I can say. So after refilling the hope meter for these Pleasant Grove fans, they shattered that and threw it down the drain with a bad play. It was a good play, but not converted. 2:15 left, down by 9. You obviously call the onside kick here now that it is a two-possession game.
You have to.
So Pleasant Grove hoping for the best. Jordan knows they're lined up in their onside recovery formation.
This will be Pleasant Grove's first onside kick of the year.
It's a momentous occasion, I guess. But yeah, first onside kick of the year, so maybe it takes a good bounce.
Good kick.
Oh, and recovered. Looked to be recovered by the Beet Diggers, but we're seeing signals from both players.
Pleasant Grove thinks they have it.
Yeah, they're pretty convinced that they've got it. I am not so convinced.
Oh my gosh,
It's
and
Pleasant Grove
recovers it.
Pleasant Grove recovers the onside kick,
The hope is still there.
giving themselves a final chance. What a game, man. Can you think if they would have converted that 2-point conversion or even gone for the PAT, they would have 2 minutes to go, 49 yards, and it would have been a one-possession game. Instead, they've got to score twice in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. But they are definitely not done yet. So ball on the 49, 1st and 10 for the Vikings, 33-42, trailing to the Jordan Beet Diggers. Jake Jensen in the shotgun. Riley Bayless to his left, looks right, throws, passes tipped. Incomplete, hit the ground before it went into the hands of the receiver. 2nd and 10, 2:11 on the clock. I can't imagine what these players, these last couple minutes, they've gone from so demoralized to pumped up and hyped to demoralized again, and then back to pumped up and excited again.
It's been quite the game.
It's been quite the roller coaster the last couple minutes. So Jensen under center, 2 backs behind him, fakes the play action twice, throws to 17 Peyton McGee, who runs over a man and falls down at the 40-yard line of Jordan. Looking, yep, that'll move the chains. So 39 yards to go, 2 minutes to score 9 points. Maybe it's a little early for the I believe that we will win chants from the Pleasant Grove student section, but nobody's stopping them. So Jake Jensen in the shotgun, 1 back to his left, 3 receivers to his left. Timeout is called. Sorry, false start. Yeah. Dang it. So a false start from Pleasant Grove results in a loss of 5 yards on the play. 1st and 15 from the 44. 1:45 left.
I would say that Pleasant Grove at least wants to score within a minute or to still have a chance to recover yet another onside kick and still have a chance.
I agree. You want to score as fast as you can, just to be honest with you. Like, obviously you want to score as fast as you can, but like you got to be so urgent about these next couple minutes. Or sorry, there's not even a couple minutes left. But these next couple plays, you just got to be so urgent about the way you're playing. So Jensen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 3 to his left, drops back, pressure comes, he escapes the pocket, he's grabbed by the jersey.
Incomplete pass.
He turns a sack into an incomplete pass, stops the clock after a 16-second play, but that will bring up a 2nd and 15.
Easton Casper will check in, who is the backup quarterback for this Pleasant Grove team. And knowing Coach Wooten, I would not be surprised to maybe see a trick play here.
Double pass.
You would never know.
I would love to see a double pass in this situation, to be perfectly honest with you. Easton Casper's lined up in the slot position. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Jensen throws to his right, overthrows. Incomplete pass, takes 4 seconds off the clock, 1:25 remaining, 3rd and 15 from the 44-yard line. And we'll see. This is one of the biggest plays of the game for Pleasant Grove.
Yes, definitely.
So Jensen in the shotgun, a back to his left, 3 receivers to his left, and none to his right. Takes the snap, looks left, pressure comes, rolls to his right. Stiff arms a man, throws on the run, incomplete.
That'll be 4th down for the Vikings.
Clock will stop at 1:17, 4th and 14 from the 44-yard line, down 9. The chances for an incredible comeback win are
very slim.
Sneaking out the window.
Yeah.
Jordan fans are getting excited.
Yeah, they're certainly getting involved with this game.
Jake Jensen in the shotgun. Tyke away to his left, 2 receivers on each side. Looks right, throws right deep. A one-hand catch! A one-handed catch!
Spiritu comes in clutch.
Down to the 5-yard line, a one-hand catch on 4th down keeps this game alive. I am buzzing right now, and I'm not even a player.
Talk about the roller coaster. Oh my goodness.
Holy guacamole is all I can say. That was incredible.
What a catch.
Oh my gosh. Way to silence the crowd. 5 seconds. They gained 40 yards on a 4th and 15 play. A one-handed catch, an incredible grab, showing off his athleticism. Jake Jensen takes a snap, rolls left, throws left,
touchdown.
Caught! Touchdown,
oh
Pleasant Grove!
Goodness.
Pleasant Grove scores on the quarterback rollout to the left. A diving catch for the touchdown. An incredible set of plays for the Vikings, keeping them alive in this game. 1:06 remaining in the game, and it is a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a certainly incredible for my first broadcast. I just got to say that.
So the 2-point conversion that was missed, really coming, and that PAT that was missed, really coming back to bite Pleasant Grove in the butt. They could be kicking the PAT for the tie. Instead, they are kicking, and it's good. They're now down by 2 points.
All they need is field goal.
1:06 left. A field goal wins the game, but first they've got to recover the onside kick.
The ball, yeah.
They've kicked. Statistically speaking, they're 1 for 1 on the season. 100% completion on the conversion on the onside kick. The momentum is on their side. Pleasant Grove looking for one of the biggest comebacks in a long while for this school. It would be their first win of the season, and it would come in memorable fashion. Both teams lining up for the onside kick. 1:06 remaining in the game. Pleasant Grove trails by 2 points. I'm shaking right now, and I'm not even a player on this field. Pleasant Grove onside kick, recovered by Jordan.
Oh.
Smashing the hopes of Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove does have 2 timeouts, but I just don't think.
It's not enough.
Yeah, that won't be enough. Unless they're, you know, you can hope for a miracle, but it's just very doubtful.
So here's what's gonna happen. This is best case scenario for Pleasant Grove. Jordan takes a snap, runs the ball up the middle for a gain of 1 or 2, takes 25 seconds off the clock. That puts you down at 41 seconds. Pleasant Grove, or Jordan then runs the ball again for another short gain, puts the game down to 15 seconds. Pleasant Grove then calls 2 timeouts after the next 2 plays and gets the ball back with 10 seconds left. We'll see what happens. Jordan runs the ball with the quarterback. He's tackled for a short loss. Coach Wooten calls a timeout immediately. 53 seconds left on the clock. Not what I would have done, obviously, because I just said what I would have done, but we'll see how things play out, as now we are less than a minute. So a rush for no gain by the Jordan quarterback. This has been an incredible last couple of minutes. That's all I can say. But an amazing, wow. That was just an incredible catch by, what was his name? Dallin Espiritu. Holy cow. And a one-handed catch. It was 40 yards down the field, 4th and 15.
Only took 5 seconds off the clock.
And then a diving catch the next play for a touchdown. That was incredible. That was, oh, wow. So snap for the Jordan offense. The quarterback takes the,
that'll be the game.
That's the game right there. And Jordan quarterback's gonna run it in for the go-ahead touchdown with 48 seconds left to put this game away. I know I've said it before, but that is it. A 60-yard quarterback run for Jordan will put this game away. 48-40 for the Jordan Beet Diggers. And Pleasant Grove can just hope for that missed PAT. I don't want to keep giving everyone hope, but that's all they've got.
With this game.
That's all they've got. So a couple minutes ago, we thought this game was going to end at 35-21. A couple minutes later, it's 48-40, PAT pending. You really got to hope for that missed PAT. That's all I got to say. No such luck. The PAT goes through a 9-point game. And this game looks to be over. So a roller coaster of emotions the last couple of minutes is going to end in a downhill fashion for the Vikings.
And again, I got to point out Jordan's quarterback with another athletic play that comes up huge.
2 put-away touchdowns rushing for the quarterback of Jordan. This is just incredible. A classic final minutes. So many points scored in these last 5-6 minutes of the game. And this is heartbreaking for the Vikings. They're gonna go into the locker room knowing that if it weren't for their extra points, they could have had a chance. Final kickoff is off, fielded around the 10-yard line. Daniel Espiritu, the playmaker, finds a hole. It's taken down at about the 30-yard line, I want to say. 42 seconds left. We'll see if Coach Wooten throws in the towel or if he will try one last time.
Pleasant Grove will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So 71 yards to go. You pretty much got to have a 1 or 2 play touchdown drive.
And then an onside kick, yeah, again.
So flag flies. Probably a false start, but we will see. Still awaiting the official call from the White Hat. Looks like it will be against the Beet Diggers for a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 for the Vikings.
1st and 5, Pleasant Grove.
1st and 5. Jake Jensen under center. Riley Bayless to his left. 3 receivers to his right and 1 to his left. Takes the snap. Looks right. Throws right. Caught right. And Jackson Hill gets out of bounds for a gain of about 20 yards, taking 6 seconds off the clock. See, that's the kind of things you would want if there was about 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
You got to start taking shots if you want any chance. You got to start taking shots downfield. So Jensen alone in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Throws short and in the middle. A questionable decision. The last timeout has been used by Coach Wooten. 30.6 seconds left, and this game is just waiting for the clock to run out. So he did not actually use his timeout. The clock is running. Jensen throws the deep ball, incomplete, out of bounds. 22.4 seconds remain.
Although it'll probably end up in a loss, I gotta say I liked what I've seen from Pleasant Grove the second half. They've played a tough second half.
I agree.
I'd like to see them play like this the rest of the season.
They have fought this second half. The score going into halftime was 28-14. The second half score, let's see, help me do math here. It's gonna be 21 to something. Jensen's throw is once again incomplete, 18.2 seconds left. So the score
26.
So 26-21 in Pleasant Grove's favor for this second half. So 3rd and 10, 18.2 seconds left. And Pleasant Grove will take yet another L tonight. 3 in a row for the Vikings to start the season. Jensen takes the snap in shotgun. Pressure comes, avoids a defender, avoids another defender. Is knocked down on the logo. And that's going to be it. Coach Wooten will let the clock run out. Your final score is 49-40 for the Jordan Beet Diggers over your Pleasant Grove Vikings. The Vikings will fall to 0-3 on the season, losing their first 3 in a row after a roller coaster of a 4th quarter. A lot happened in the second half. Lots of penalties, lots of crazy plays. Away. He got a bunch of yards tonight. Play of the game, definitely down a spirit too. That incredible one-handed catch, that was insane. But we will give the player of the game to Ty Kaway. That will be it. Your Pleasant Grove Vikings will take the L tonight by 9 points.